Welcome back to Don's Life. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining today. Extreme Online Store reached out to me and they asked, Don, would you mind making a tutorial video for us specifically for our fascia panel grille cover for the Corvette C8 Stingray? I said, well, hold on, under one condition. Is it carbon fiber? They said, yes, it is. So we got it right here. We got the car in position. Let's go. Now, if you're a Don's Life channel regular, you'll know that anything carbon fiber, if it's gonna go on the car, well then it's gotta be protected with paint protection film. So that is already done. We have paint protection film all over the exposed parts that are going to show, just like the original, on the front of the Corvette C8. It's been meticulously done, so shout out to 306 Motoring, one of the local shops that does some of this stuff for me. This is a tedious job, so I did get somebody to handle that. I think they did a really good job. Now, to install this, we need to take the bumper off so we can get to the back of everything. Just flip it over here and take a closer look. You can see that it's a carbon fiber piece. All our mounting spots are here, spots for the cameras. Now, being composite, we may have to, do a little trim here or there. I don't really know. It might bolt on perfectly, but don't be surprised if you have to like bore out a hole a little bigger, anything like that. Like if you see here, this is a tiny bit crooked. This type of stuff though is concealed and you don't see it once everything's put together. So we'll figure out as we go. Now, obviously to install this, we need to take off the front bumper. I have to take off my front wheels because I have these fender flares right here that are carbon fiber. Those need to come off. I got my summer wheels over here, so we're gonna do it all at once. But let's start with jacking this up, getting the wheels off. Then we'll look at the bumper. I'll show you in detail what that looks like. And then we'll start figuring out how to fit this. Okay, some of that work's done. You will see me put a wheel back on just so I can lift the other side because I only have one jack that I'm working with right now. But when it comes to this lip, I'm gonna tackle it right now. There's like 100 of these screws. Not quite 100, but we have to undo them all the way along and then this will drop off and that will be one more thing out of the way. Okay, the front lip is off. We have some screws underneath here because it'll make it a lot easier when we got to work behind the headlight and undo the bolts that are in here. You don't have to do it this way. You could remove all of the fender liner and pull it right out and then you'd have a ton of access. But I think this is all we're going to need because I've done this before. Okay, this part of the bumper is released. There are 3 screws in there. I left the farthest one in. It's short like this one here, but the longer one you do have to take out. So you can leave in the 2 that are here. They just have to be loose, but then this one has to come out all the way. Okay, now we're gonna pop the hood, or the frunk. We'll take off these trim pieces, and then we'll expose the screws that we need to undo to pull the bumper forward. There's going to be some wiring in there, so we gotta make sure that we unclip those before we pull it all the way off. Now, if you didn't know, my car has colored paint protection film on it. That's why it's black in some areas and then it's blue in others. So this has to be pulled up. All of these are taken out. There's some bigger Torx screws here. Those ones you can see they're not affixed to the bumper, so you don't take those ones out, but all the rest you do. This side's pulled up here. You want to make sure that this is ready to pull out because the bumper is going to want to slide that way. I have a stool here just to hold the bumper up while I undo the wiring once we get to that point, and then we'll pop out this side last. So I'm gonna kind of work from that side over this way, and then we should be able to get it off and put it on this stand. Now just remember, not all of you will have paint protection film on your headlights, so you might want to put some tape on here. So I've given you examples of how you can do that. It's really just this edge here to stop this piece here from digging into the headlight. So we're good, in case you were wondering why I hadn't done that up to this point. All right, my friends, we did it. We got the bumper off. Now we just have to get this center piece out. To do that, we have to get this little grill off of here. We'll have to get this grill off of here. We'll have to do all of these 7mm screws. We'll have to back out these cameras. Then we have more screws down here. And then it's just a game of slowly but surely wiggling it off of all these little clips. You kind of have to pinch them and then release this. It's going to be slow going, but I'll make it look easy on camera. Okay, the fascia panel's out. Now we have to put this one in. This is going to be a lot harder, only because it's way more rigid, where this has a lot more flex to it. This is not as forgiving, so I know I'm gonna wrestle with it for a bit. Hopefully all of our holes line up. It looks pretty close. One thing you can't forget to do though is transfer these 2 retaining nuts from the bottom into your new fascia here, but that's pretty straightforward. So I'll do that, but wish me luck putting that in there. Well, I'm pretty happy it's all installed now. Everything's together. We're gonna go over it here using the old one as a bit of a guide, because there are some things that I had to modify to make it fit. So if you look on the original, you have all these little tabs here. If you feel them, they're a certain thickness. Well, those tabs exist on the carbon fiber one as well, but some of them, because of the epoxy or the resin, it was extra thick. So I had to grind some of them down, and I just made them feel the same thickness as these here. These have a little catch on them. Not all of these have a catch on them, but it is snug, and that's good. So keep an eye out for that. Over here, you have these tabs that come through these slots. Well, the slots on the original, they have a nice big opening to them. Well, on the carbon fiber piece, they're not all consistent. So I took some time, and starting right from the edges, I made sure that the openings were much better to accommodate these big plastic tabs that need to come through. A couple of them didn't come all the way through, but because it's secured down with the screws, it's sturdy. I can't see it going anywhere. The heaviest modification I had to do is for the cameras. You can see they're in now, but the holes for them, they weren't perfectly symmetrical. I have this marker here that actually fits in the hole perfectly. So if you have a marker like this, you'll know exactly how big the holes need to be for the cameras. And it's dead center of this housing. Well, the housing on the new piece is stuck in here. You can't take it out and just swap them. So the holes also need to be perfect circles, and they weren't. So using a step bit on my drill, I was able to drill them out to the same size as this marker, and we were able to get the cameras fit in there properly. So for a piece like this, you definitely need some know-how or be comfortable with some of the things I just mentioned. But now we're at the part where we get to put it back together and have a closer look at it. Well, what do you know? We got it done. Everything's put back together. We got the summer wheels back on. The car's pretty dusty. Probably doesn't show on camera, but to me, I can tell that it's pretty dusty. But there it is, it's installed. I think we're gonna need to get it outside for a bit of a reveal. Well, there we go. I upheld my promise and I got the carbon fiber fascia installed on my Corvette C8. Hopefully the steps that I went through, I showed them well enough that if you wanted to follow along and do something like this for yourself, then it would be at least a little easier for you. Definitely check out Extreme Online Store. I'll leave a link in the video description below, but they have a lot of carbon fiber parts, as well as just upgrade parts for sports cars, now some trucks. Definitely check them out. But on that note, we have some great weather. I think I need to go for a drive. If you like today's video, hit that like button. Please consider subscribing. We'll talk to you next time.